Ugh. Welcome back, guys. You know me. It's Cozy. We out chat with another video. The sun shining directly in my face. Wish I brought my shades, but it is what it is. I really wasn't supposed to be recording a video today, because today I told myself, I've been telling myself for the past couple of days, today is editing day, and I keep recording more and more videos. I think I'm learning what fall in love with the process is like, because I keep just wanting to record, and I'm like, okay, now we gotta sit down and fall in love with the editing. But every time I sit down and edit, it's like, but anyways, all right, I just wanted to come with you guys to but anyways, all right, I just wanted to come to you guys with a short little tidbit. And today's talk, or the theme of today's talk, is why don't people listen to the ones that are close to them? And this came across my head, be it blood flew my mouth. Anyways, sorry. This idea came to me because earlier today I was watching a motivational video on not chasing women, and or just not chasing people in general, and not letting people take advantage of your time, and not seeming easy, and taking the time to build upon yourself in order to become a higher value person. If you don't believe in that, it's whatever. It's what I believe in. That's why I watch that content. Anyways, my pops walked in the kitchen while I was washing the dishes, and he was like, "You know who needs to hear this?" And he named another loved one in my life. He's like, this person in my life who's really struggling with this thing, they need to hear this." And it's crazy because you try to tell them, like, he knows I try to tell this person, like, hey, maybe you should stop, seeking love so hard, and maybe you should just fall in love with yourself all over again, fall in love with the things you have and the people that support you, and God. And he's just like, yeah, like, that's what they need to hear. And I actually told him, I was like, I actually shared this motivational content creator with this person. And he's like, well, that's good. He was like, at least they're going to listen to somebody. If you can't get through to them, if I can't get through to them through you. And I was like, yeah. And he said, you know what's strange? The fact that people don't really listen to the ones that are close to them. People don't really listen to someone that's like your brother or your sister or your mom. It could be someone you bugs. Oh my gosh. It could be someone that you really love and you really have high esteem respect for. But for some reason, when a complete stranger who looks like they have it together enough in life, or you look up to them enough in life, they give you the exact same advice and it clicks. And so I was curious about this. So I took to Google, and Google says, I'm going to put it up here, but I don't have any notes, so I got to like loosely say it. Google loosely says that people who are not related to you or your situation don't have any bias. It's less likely for them to have any bias. And if they do have any, it's probably very little because they don't know you. And on top of that, they don't have any preconceived notions of the situations or the people that you're talking about. So they don't have any patterns to go off of unless you tell them multiple stories in one sitting. So that's why maybe you talk to a stranger and they tell you the same thing as a loved one, because that happened to me. That happens to me a lot when I talk to a complete stranger about a situation I'm really stressed out about, and they say the same thing as the loved one. I'm just like, man, so they really were right. And it's kind of disrespectful because it's just like, why don't you just take that at face value? It's okay to take advice from multiple people, but to just, it's not good to completely disregard advice, you know and then go to another person, and then, it's kind of douchey. And they also just say that they don't have any Google. I'm sorry. Google also loosely says that the person who is ambiguous in your life, not ambiguous, I'm sorry. Google loosely says that the stranger has no stake in your life, so they don't have an agenda of anything they want you to do. That's why therapists work out so well, because they don't really They don't really have a stake in your life. They don't really. A therapist is not rooting for you to get back with your ex-boyfriend or to stay away from them. They are just trying to help you see your life from an outside perspective. So that's what they're able to give, versus people who are on the inside are extremely biased because they might know this person. Like, say you want to stop talking to someone that you think is toxic, you might be talking to someone who's in that situation as well, and they kind of like the person, so they're going to kind of sway you that way, even though this person hurt you. You don't have to worry about that with a stranger. So this is why people only listen to strangers. Another thing about giving advice to loved ones or a stranger is people are only going to take advice when they're ready to take it. People are only going to change when they're ready. You ever tell somebody something, like some advice they really needed to hear, you think that would change their life, and it does absolutely nothing? They do the same thing. Like, I've known some people like that who will come to me with a problem, talk my head off, and then literally go to the person right beside me and after I gave them a whole detailed consistency of their life. Don't be upset. Don't get offended. Just stop engaging with that person in that way. Because the thing is, and I've done this too before myself, I was used to be big on asking 10s and 20s of people their opinion just to still do what I want to do at the end of the day. One thing you got to learn about people is that they're going to do what they want. So no matter how much advice you give them, please keep in mind, is it, please ask yourself the question is this worth my time and energy? And do I think they're going to make good use of me expending my time and energy for giving them this advice, you know? So yeah, and at the end of the day, I feel like asking a bunch of people for advice clouds your perspective anyways, and it bogs you down, and it makes you feel like you're held to a million different expectations, which is why you got to learn how to be sure in yourself and to sometimes just go sit down somewhere and pray. Stop being in everybody's face, bro. Go sit down somewhere and pray and look up to God and look in the mirror, look at yourself, because you're the only one who's going to live with your decisions at the end of the day. So yeah. So yeah, that was today's talk. I got nothing else to say. That's all I really wanted to say, guys. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I'm going to send y'all out with a good work. Don't be scared of it, baby. Be aware of it. I might pass out. I might pass out. I might pass out. Optimism overall, guys. I love you. What? Optimism overall. Optimism over all odds, guys. I love y'all. Ooh. 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 Ah. I meant to say, ooh. Wow. It's gonna catch on someday, guys. It's gonna catch on someday. It's been a little hard getting people to do it. They're like, ooh wow, ooh wow. I might make another video about that. What is ooh wow? Maybe I should do another video about that. Anyways, peace out.